phone again.
Hello, sorry about that, we've just lost connection, so we're back now, and I'm going to start again with the Tyler crimping set. So we've got 10 different crimpers in the set, which are here, and I've already pre-rolled some sugar paste, and the reason for that is that you need it to be semi-dry so that you can use the crimpers and you get a nice shape rather than a squidgy one. Okay, so I'm just going to run through a couple, but first of all I'm just going to show you this little design on the side here. So each of the crimpers has this little elastic band, and the reason for that, which if I show you from this angle, is that if you want your heart to be closed, you'd move this bit to the top so that you can get a closed heart. But if you want it to be longer, you slide it down and it gets bigger and bigger, as you can see, like that, and that is the same on all of them. So we've got another one here, so small zigzag, and then you can stretch it right out. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate a few. Now that I use these mainly for going around my cake board when I'm decorating a cake. I just think it adds a nice little touch, so I'm going to demonstrate all the different crimpers first, and then I'm going to go round the edges if you were going round a cake board.
And Laura, why did you roll the sugar paste out first?
I've just told them.
Oh, I told them that, sorry, I missed
it.
One wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the heart because I've already had a little go here. So all you do is...
How much are the crimpers?
£3.95 for a set of 10.
So all you do is you need to make sure that you've obviously got it the right way round, and you just place it on and lightly push down into the sugar paste. So I'm just going to do the hearts over here. Whoops. Okay, so that's the heart crimper there. And then we've got this one here.
£5.99 for a set of 10.
So these are £5.99 for a set of 10. So I'm just going to open this one up a little bit more so we can see the pattern. So this one, you can use it spread apart like that, or you could join it up like that. So if you imagine that this was to go round a cake board, this is the edge of the cake board. You'd start at the edge and you'd press and you'd carry on just joining them up like that. So it's just to add a little extra feature to your cake board. I think it just finishes it off really nice. So if John can see that little pattern that I've done there. I'm just going to do a few more here of that one. Okay, so I've done those two. And then we've got this little chevron, what do you call that?
Yep.
Chevron, yeah. So again, just push. So this is a nice one that you could use around the edge, but also you could use these for your cake, cupcake toppers, which I'm going to show you after I've done these patterns to cut them out. Okay. Just keep an eye on my marshmallow that's going.
It's looking fantastic.
Okay, so this one is semicircle. I'll just do that one up here. So that's the small, but if I open it up a bit more, what you can also do is this. So you push and squeeze together. Okay. Now that one I don't know what to call, but we'll let you pick your own name for that one.
We'll call it, we don't know what it's called.
Number 8.
Pardon? Has anyone got a name for it?
Looks like a number 8 from the song there.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking something else, but I won't say. Okay, and then this one's a really nice one, and this one reminds me of Christmas. It's like a little holly leaf. So with this one,
Someone said goggles.
yeah, goggles. So if you imagine this as a little pattern on top of your cupcake or around your board, you're just getting a lot of different effects. And for, did we say it's £5.95?
£5.95 for 10 crumpers.
£5.95 for a set of 10. So because I think this one looks a bit like holly, I'm just going to show you a little holly leaf.
Oh, get you, Laura.
Get me. So imagine that one at Christmas, or if you're doing a Christmas cake, you could decorate the outside of your board with that one. Do a load of little holly leaves around the edge.
That's quite nice.
Okay, and this one can be only described as lines. There we go. So this one's quite good if you do need to do a straight pattern, because I can't do a straight line by myself.
The marshmallows looking nice, Laura.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Okay, so that's that one, and we've got 3 more. So we've got this one. Just gonna pop down here. Sorry, John. So this is like a bit of a bead effect, which is quite nice. So you don't have to do this in straight lines. I'm just trying to show you what you can do with them, just so you can see it really. That's why I've used the pink sugar paste, so you can see. But again, imagine if this was around your cake board, you could do this lovely little pattern, and it just adds another little finish to your cake. You just line them up like that. And then we've got the diamond, which is here. So we'll do that this way. So this one's quite a nice one that you could stick some sequins in between.
Give lots and lots of lights, Laura.
So they're really easy to use. I'm not really having to do anything other than push down. And it's just thinking of what kind of design you want to do. And I've almost run out of space, but I'm just going to fit this little S shape, which I'm just going to open up a little bit, just so we get a bigger pattern. I'm just going to do this one round the edge here. So again, this is another really nice one for the edge of a cake board. And you've just got so many different options with this set. Okay, so that is all 10. So if John just shows you. And I'm just going to take these little cupcake cutters that we showed you before. Now they come in a set of 5, and there's 5 different shapes, which I'm just going to use some of the smaller ones, because I'm just going to show you what you would do to use. Yeah. I'm just going to show you what you could do if you wanted to put these on top of your cake. So you just set that over your pattern, push down. Let's make sure I've got that. See which one this one fits on.
Maybe it's best to leave it to set for a little while before hard.
I have had this on the table for quite a while, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm just going to use this one just see. This seems to be the size that works well. That one's come out. That one there. There you go. So if you imagine that you could use cupcakes, you could use circles, you could use squares. It's just another way of decorating the top of your cupcake. So there you go. 10 different crimpers in the set and unlimited designs.
Well done, Laura. Yeah.
There you go. I'm just going to nip back to my marshmallows.
The marshmallows are looking good. Right, I'll take that one out the way.
Okay. So John, if you just want to pop round back over here. No, I don't need it. Okay, so if I just stop this now and you can hear. If you have a look, we've got this nice bright white marshmallowy texture, and that is exactly what you're looking for, so it's nice and glossy. So I'm just going to get my gingerbread spatula, which is over here. Looking all sticky. And give that a quick wash.
What's the actual name of that set of crimpers?
They're 10 fondant crimpers, and if they go on the website and look under the brands and look under Tara's, they'll find them there, or if they go into baking accessories, they'll find them there.
Okay, so at least while I've washed my spatula, I've had a little bit of time to let that drip down. Okay. So back over to the brownie tin, and we're just going to scrape this out. So as you can see, just as I'm scraping it, look at that. Oof, don't get any better. I'm excited.
Laura, do you want to mention about that there's some recipes with egg white, but we don't use egg white in ours?
Yeah, somebody emailed us last week to say that they that I was missing an ingredient from my marshmallow mix, but this is the marshmallow mix that I've always used and has always worked, and as you can see tonight it's working here as well. But there is other recipes online that use egg whites. Now it's like most things, there's always different recipes for different things, different ways of doing things, but this is our way.
Can you make this if you don't have a KitchenAid?
You don't need a KitchenAid. You can use any mixer, as long as you've got the whisk attachment, because it needs to create that air inside.
The thing is, if you use it with a hand mixer, you're going to be stood there for a long time, so you'll have armache with a hand mixer.
Okay, so earlier on I've just warmed up a little bit of raspberry jam. Now this is completely optional, but I just think it adds a nice little colour. So all we're going to do is drizzle that across the marshmallow. And there's no fancy pattern, it's just kind of drizzle it on wherever you want it to be. And in the recipe I put 100 grams, but again, use as much or as little as you want. I just think it looks nice, and as the name's Raspberry Ripple of this one, we've got to have the ripple. Okay, so I've got this skewer here, which is just kebab skewer, and all I'm going to do is pop it in the jam.
Or you could use your cake tester, Skilla.
You could use your cake tester as well. And I'm just swirling through the marshmallow. Now you have to do this now. Oh, and I did forget to say, if you wanted to colour your marshmallow, instead of adding jam, if you wanted pink marshmallow or yellow marshmallow, all you do is, when it was in the mixer for the 10 to 12 minutes, just add your colour in. Okay, so I've just done a little ripply.
You don't dust the cling film with corn flour?
No, I've put vegetable oil that I brushed earlier when I prepared my tin, and that stops it from sticking. Okay, so there we go. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to fold. So I'll put the vegetable oil on there to stop this side sticking. Just going to pop that over there, and then we're going to pop that side over. So we're just going to put it to bed, because that needs 4 to 6 hours to set.
Does that go in the fridge to set?
No, it doesn't go in set, just room temperature. So obviously don't leave it in front of a window or next to a radiator, because it's not going to set very well. Just put it somewhere cool in your kitchen, out the way, for 4 to 6 hours, or overnight if you've got the time. So I'm just going to put that.
Just take it on there.
Somewhere there.
You're going on that side.
I'm going to go back round the other side of the kitchen.
Are you finished with all this now?
I am finishing all that, yeah. Okay. So here's one I prepared earlier. And I'm just going to show you what you would do once your marshmallow is set, like this one here. So I've already unravelled my marshmallow a little bit. Get my hands underneath it. Hold on. Mum, can you just pass me that spatula so I can just get this edge out?
Yeah.
Thank you. I've missed a little bit of cling film on that side, but don't worry, when you've got a spatula, we'll lift that out into there and get rid of that. So in this little dish here, I've just got 30 grams of corn flour, and I'm just going to, because this one is the white chocolate and raspberry that I made yesterday, I'm just going to use white chocolate and raspberry again. And you need the other 50 grams of icing sugar that I've put in the recipe. I'll just pop it in there, which is, I'm going to say, is roughly that much. And you just need to stir that together, because what we're going to do now, because the marshmallow is very sticky once it's set, we're just going to roll it in this mixture, stop it sticking. I'm making a mess, so apologies. Okay, can I get a knife?
Right behind you.
So I'm just going to lift up and get rid of that cling film. Okay, so you can cut the marshmallow however you want. I'm just going to cut it into squares. I'm not going to show you how to cut all of it, because we might be here for a while. But I'm just going to give you the general idea of what you need to do once it's ready. Okay, sorry John. So we're just going to slice off the marshmallows at the size that you want, and we're just going to pop them in. I'll just show you as I'm chopping up. This is where I put the jam, so you can see the little ripple running through. I'm just going to pop them in. So once your marshmallow is set and you've dusted it, it lasts about 5 days and you just need to pop it in an airtight container. So you've seen how sticky it was, but once you've rolled it in your mixture, you've got a soft, fluffy marshmallow that doesn't stick any longer, and that is ready to eat. So I'm just going to get a little bowl and put that in so you can see it looking a bit nicer.
You could put it with a pizza cutter.
Put it whatever you want. A good idea is as well, if you think about it, because I didn't, is to, before you start using your knife, just grease it with a little bit of vegetable oil. It'll just make that slicing action a bit easier. So I'm just going to pop this marshmallow in here. And then, I love saying pop tonight, I don't know why, but let's pop it in here. And there you've got your marshmallow, and this is really nice as a little treat for somebody if you wanted to take round a homemade gift. Lovely for Valentine's Day, especially.
Could you use it with silicone molds?
The tin?
No, put the marshmallow mixture into a silicone mold.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you can do, but you'd still need to use the cling film. Right, so I'm just going to chop off a little bit more, just so you can see again. And as you can see, you get a lot of marshmallows, so there's plenty for you to eat, plenty to share, and everybody's happy. The kids absolutely love this. So the recipe for the marshmallows should be on the Facebook page, but it's also on our recipe site, which is www.sugarandcrumbsmixingitup.com, and you'll find it under sweets, or if you type in marshmallows in the search bar.
And could you use caster sugar instead of granulated?
Well, I don't see why you couldn't, but I've always used granulated, and I'm not sure why, but I just do. But you could definitely give it a go. I don't see why you couldn't. And that's it. Marshmallows ready.
Yeah, good. Right, well done. So what do we think of that, everybody? So who's going to be making marshmallows next week?
It's a very interesting comment.
Well,
Facebook won't let us save it as a video.
Facebook won't let us save it as a video.
Because there's music on it.
Ah, right, okay. I didn't know that. But we can save it. It'll go down to our page. So everybody, I'm just going to let John film instead of John staring at the
marshmallows. Because he wants one. You can have one, John. Don't worry.
Basically.
Like marshmallows.
Yeah, we lost connection before, so when you go back on our page later, you'll be able to watch that little bit we did first, and then you'll be able to come back and see Laura starting with the crimpers. So I'm not sure what John's going to do now. What are you doing, John? Are you waving your finger around? So I'm just seeing if he's taking instructions.
It's going to go over to you to do Nifty Nozzles.
Okay then.
Scrolling back down.
Ah, right, okay, look like your finger up there. Right, so who's going to make marshmallows then next week? We've got anybody who loves and likes, everybody going to give it a go? It is really very, very easy, but it's all about being organised. So, let me just tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to make one of these for you, really very easily, okay? So I'm going to show you a new leaf nozzle, okay? I haven't put it live on the website, so don't go ordering it yet. I actually forgot to put it live, but I will put it live on the website after. I knocked this up very, very quickly, this cake, and all I've used the 113 and the 114 leaf nozzle. They're both the same. Let me see if I've got them here. They're both the same. They look like this, okay? So they look like that. Have you got that there, Maria? And tonight I've used one of the tulip nozzles, which is Night Jasmine. So really very, very simple. And I'm going to show you how to two-tone your buttercream by using the Clingfilm system. A lot of people have asked me how to do, have asked me to show you. So I'm going to go and do that tonight. So I'm just going to put this cake together. So if John wants to come round the other way, or if he wants to stand there, I don't mind really. Let me get my cake board. So I'm going to do 2 cakes. As you've seen, I've used the Wilton tins again, so let me just get a bit of buttercream. I've used the Wilton round tins, and all I'm going to do now is just put it all together. The mix that I used for this Wilton round tin was a 6-ounce mix, just a 6-ounce Victoria sponge mix. Very simple. If you don't know what a 6-ounce mix is, I will put it on the website later, but just a simple Victoria sponge mix. So I'm just going to layer it up together with jam. So I've done it in pinks. Somebody's asked me, can they have this cake tomorrow? One of my staff members has said, can she have it for her mum's birthday tomorrow? So I'm just going to quickly put this together. I'm only just showing you how I've layered them together, and then I'm going to decorate this one in the Facebook Live catch-up. So I only put jam on mine. I don't tend to put buttercream in between the cakes because I think there's enough buttercream on. So John, I just saw you nick Laura's marshmallow. So how do they taste? They taste good?
Very good.
Yeah, well, I must admit we've had them before in the office when Laura's made them, and they've always been delicious. So you should try those. Pardon?
We're going to have a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put jam on these, put these together, and then buttercream it all round. It's very, very simple. Can I just get this one, John? Sorry, it's a pinker, lighter pink. So just keep putting them together. Buttercream it. So we're trying to ask John to zoom in a little bit more. So we're trying to cut out the floor and things and make sure you can see everything. So they're only little thin layers, these. When you use this 6 ounce mix, all I've done then is divide the mix up between 5 bowls. I've kept one the normal colour, and I've coloured the 4 of them in 4 different shades of pink. And how I've divided them up, I actually used an ice cream scoop. And I do know that the tins work really well with 2 full ice cream scoops of cake mixture. So if you want to make sure they're even and the same size, treat yourself to a large ice cream scoop. Unfortunately, I don't sell them. I think they're just one of those things that you have to go on Amazon and find. So the large ice cream scoop, 2 spoonfuls of those into one of the little round tins will make you a layer. So first of all, I put the mixture into a bowl, coloured them, and then I scrape them into the easy layer pan. Now the easy pans are non-stick, and Wilton do say you do not have to spray them, but I haven't had the confidence to do that yet, so I always spray them. So let me just get my top layer, which is going to go on like that. So it's quite high, that cake now. So John's laughing at something. Go on, John, what are you laughing at?
A comment here, you can tell that Rob isn't here tonight because we don't know where we got our jam from.
We don't know where we got our jam from. Oh!
Yeah.
Everything last week was from Asda.
Yeah, no, we're only advertising us tonight.
Right, okay. So I'm just going to use green for around the cake. Sorry, Maria. I'm just going to crumb coat this one, and then I'm actually going to just pop this in the fridge. And then I just want to tell you about an upcoming event. So all we're going to do, the good thing is with Nifty Nozzles, is you don't have to be neat. And as I've told you before, I am not the neatest person. I like to just throw it all on and it all come together and look beautiful. My thing is about it looking good afterwards and tasting good. So the flavoured icing sugar that I'm using today is orange zest. And the reason I'm using that is that the layered tin, I've used the chocolate orange cocoa powder, and so I wanted to use the orange zest icing sugar. This round one here is just a vanilla cake with orange zest buttercream on. And for those of you who haven't tried the orange zest, put it on your wish list, because I have to tell you, once you try it, you'll buy it again. We have another flavour that not a lot of people buy until they've tasted it, and that's called pineapple. And I use the pineapple all the time for my classes, and every student ends up going away and buying it because they love it. I use it at the cake shows, and the reason is, if you say pineapple to somebody, they turn their nose up. But as soon as they smell it or taste it at the cake shows or in the classes, they are onto it. So as you can see, this is just a rough coat. So I'm just going to... So I can't do it that way because, John, do you want to come around the other side? Sorry. I can't do it that way because I'm right-handed. So I'm just going to rough coat that round, fill it all in. Yeah. So the good thing, as I say, about Nifty Nozzles is that you do not have to be so neat. So there we go. So we're just going to smooth that over. We're going to put some on the top. So, Laura, is that all your marshmallows over there?
Yes.
Yeah. So
this is everything that mix made, as you can see.
So that's a nice big pile, and they're really nice big
Got enough marshmallows for everybody.
Let's have a look.
Hopefully.
Look at those. They're proper inch. Have you got that in there, John? They're proper 1 inch cubes, those. So how fabulous is that? Now, ladies, you know exactly where that's going, don't you? And if anyone can't guess, hard luck. Don't speak, my mouth's full, but they are gorgeous. So well done, Laura. So let's just say goodbye to Laura. So can you just say goodbye? So we're just going to say goodbye to Laura. We've got to let her go simply because... We've got to let her go simply because we've got the grandchildren in the front room and they've got school tomorrow, so Laura's got to get them home quickly and get them ready for bed, so they've got school in the morning. So thanks for joining us. I do believe that you said that you were going to join us again and do, what was you thinking of making? A pavlova, I think you said.
I'm thinking of doing a summer berries pavlova for summer, so that'll be in a couple of weeks' time. And I hope that you join me for it.
Yeah, we'll let you know what date that is. She's got to find a date in her calendar, but as soon as she gives me a date, I'll let you know when she's going to do that summer berries pavlova. And after my incident with the meringues, I don't think I'm too keen to do it again, but good luck to Laura.
No pressure then.
So anyhow, so bye-bye Laura, see you again. I'll get back to my cake.
I'm just going to nick some marshmallows when everyone's looking.
Yeah, nick what you want.
Got my cup ready.
Take what you want. So I'm just going to carry on with this. In fact, you know what, I may as well just decorate this one here, and so be easier.
There's a couple of people saying that they can't use the Mrs. Whippy nozzle that they've got.
Right.
Do you have that tonight?
Okay, so what I'm going to say, ladies, is I do try to do a lot in these Facebook Lives, okay? Now, most people, when they're doing a session, they just show you one item. And the idea was, see you, Laura, bye. The idea was when we did these Facebook Lives, they were going to be a half-hour session. And John's back is broken every week because they've sort of gone into an hour. So I'm not going to be able to show you the Mrs. Whippy tonight, but I will put it on next week's. And the reason is that I've got too many things to show you tonight, really. So I am sorry about that. But let's get this out of the way. So while that's over there, okay, I'm going to show you the Clingfilm Method. So let me just clean my board. So John, can you see that okay? So the Clingfilm Method is really very simple. So we're going to get our cling film. We're going to stretch it across there, rip that off. And this is for the people, I two-tone my bags by holding my bag. So anybody who wants to do it this way, it's actually quite neat really. So we're going to straighten that out. And then I am going to use, where's the white buttercream gone? There it is. So we are going to put the white buttercream. So this is just normal buttercream. So nice and soft. So we're just going to lay that out into a square. We'll put plenty of that on. So I'm just going to lay that out into a square. So get yourself a nice big piece of cling film. So we're only going to do one colour in this one. When I do the log one in a minute, I'll do two colours. So at the moment, we are just going to do two colours. So this is going to be your outer colour. Yeah? So square it up. And then I'm going to put pink in the middle. So we're just going to put pink in the middle. Go. So if any of you had problems with our Facebook Live, don't worry, it does download to our page, so you can go back and do catch up there, and we do put it on our website afterwards. So let me just do that. So you just put that in the middle, and then you get your cling film. So I've got two people filming. I've got Maria filming because she wants to do a little video, and I've got John filming for the Facebook Live, but they're both different ways. So do you want to come round here, Maria? So they're both on 2 different things. So all you do is, okay, is you roll this over and you bring it so that, so if I just bring it in slowly, you bring it so that the white joins up with the other white. Yeah, can you see that? You got that there, John? Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to lie that down and then we're going to roll that up. That's how simple this is. So let's just pull the cling film out. I'm going to roll that up. Yeah. And then we're going to squeeze it like a sausage. So easy to do. So I'm hoping John's got just the board and not my feet in, because my feet seem to be in most videos. So we've got this lovely sausage shape, and then we are going to go and get our Nifty nozzle bag, and the nozzle that I'm going to use is the Night Jasmine. Yeah, so that's the Night Jasmine. Where's my scissors? Oh, I think Laura had the scissors, didn't she? Yeah, she did. Here we are. This is such an easy cake to do and really, really very effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off. Yeah, so you can see that. And then when you're cutting the bags for the Nifty nozzles, I do say to you ladies, okay, try and cut the bag. So if you push the bag down there and then just snip it, okay, push the nozzle back and then just above the snip, cut it again. So let's see how we're doing there. Yeah, and then we'll push the nozzle through. And I don't know if John can zoom in there. The bag needs to be level with the nozzle. And the reason for that is when we put buttercream in, okay, the buttercream pushes against the nozzle. And if you cut halfway up, you're going to get your nozzle to pop. So here we are. So this is a new way. So now we get our sausage. And we're just going to drop him in the bag. So who makes it like this? Who has ever made it like this? Do you like this idea?
Yes.
So John, what are they saying? You speaking Maria, well done. So John's on his full communication again. So very simple. So what we're going to do is, as we do with all Nifty nozzles, we're just going to plant it on. I'm going to pull these a little bit higher and we're just going to go around the cake. So people always ask the consistency of the buttercream. The buttercream does not need to be firm, okay? It needs to be medium consistency. And I've answered a few ladies' questions this week where they've had trouble with the buttercream and they've been using margarine, okay, which is no good for Nifty nozzles, and they've been using a baking butter, okay, which I wouldn't recommend. It's far too soft. So let's keep pulling these. So look how lovely that pink is coming through the white. So easy for you guys to do. Who thinks that they can actually master doing this? So John, are people liking this?
They are, yeah, loads.
Yeah. So this cake is just a breeze to decorate. So let's just put a few more tulips on here. Yeah. So you all know that I'm a massive fan. There's a load in there still. Okay, so I've done far too much. So all I've used there is I've used white buttercream, and the colour that I've used to do my pink is the Colour Splash Pink. And it's back in stock. It's £1.65. It's on the website. So it's just the normal white buttercream and the colour pink from the Colour Splash range. And then I'm going to use the 114 and the 113. Now I did try using the 352, but the leaves were too skinny, so I'm going to use this one. So these will be on the website later tonight, okay? So I haven't got a lot of these in stock. I think we've got about 50 in stock, so grab them while you can. So I'm just going to fill up with the green buttercream, and I'm probably going to have to make some more. So let me just show you what happens here. And then I want to talk to you about an event. Is there anybody doing the cupcake event for Alzheimer's on June the 15th. Anybody doing that? You know, like in September we do the Macmillan baking thing. Is anyone doing the Alzheimer's Cupcake Day? Is anyone doing it, John? Does anybody know about it?
Not at the moment.
Right, okay. Well, a lady called Debbie contacted me last night and asked me would I give a shout out to you guys to see if you would support this National Cupcake Day in aid of the Alzheimer's Society. So, and in fairness, she didn't ask us to get involved. She just asked me would I do a shout out. So I said to John last night that we could actually participate as well. So I'm going to go back to that in a minute. So we've got this, I'll go back to it in a minute to tell you a bit more. So we've got this leaf nozzle. You'll see it's completely different. And with the 352, I always say have smiley face. But this one we're going to work differently. We're going to put it on so it's this way. Okay, and we're going to squeeze and we're going to pull up. And we're going to squeeze and we're going to pull up. Squeeze, pull up. So what do you think of that, girls? Do you like it? How are they liking that then, John? So this gives a really lovely, nice ribboned effect. And you know what? For you ladies who, you know, you worry that you're not cake decorators, you could smash this out so easily and everybody will think you're a professional cake decorator. Okay? So all you're doing is just squeezing, letting it ruffle up, and then you pull it up past the cake. Yeah. Now I am running out of buttercream. I'm just going to mix a bit more. So just give me a minute to mix a bit more in the pan. I've got plenty here, don't worry. And as you can see how soft my buttercream is by how easy it is to squeeze out. So just let me refill my bag again. I haven't two-toned the leaves on this one, but I am going to two-tone the leaves for the centre, and I'm going to use the 352. Now, for this cake, you can use any of the Nifty Nozzles range. It looks great. So I'm going to use a couple of other nozzles on the loaf one, if anybody wants to see me do it again. Put the cake together again. So let's finish this one off first. Okay, so again, look how easy it is. Just squeeze, that's how soft the buttercream is. You just bring it up high. So who's going to have a go at this one? So the nozzle that I've used here is the Night Jasmine. So there, I've squeezed that one too fast, just got a little bit cocky there. I'm just going to go around. We're meeting up with this one. Yeah? What do we think? Do we like that? So let me get my favourite nozzle, which is the 352 leaf. Pop some green in, so John, if you can just watch what I'm going to do here. So I am just going to pop some green in, and this is how I two-tone. So I pop some green in around there, and then I'm going to get the pink. Sorry Maria, I know you're trying to get in as well. I'm going to pop the pink in, yeah. So that we've got some pink and white leaves, pink and green leaves. So let's just go here. So, as I tell you, lots of ladies do ask me about how to do leaves. So let me just show you on here. So if John can get it in there, can you see there, John? So lots of people ask me how to do leaves. So can you see that mouth open? The correct way to do leaves is, so I've got a shape, I'm at a funny angle. So you squeeze it, you form a base and a thicker base. If you want to do a little leaf, can you get that there, John? So we just squeeze it. Yeah. Now the leaves that a lot of people do is that they do this. Yeah? Or they do that. Who does those? Okay, so if we turn it over, the correct way to do it is form a base, come up to the middle, stop squeezing, off, and that gives you a lovely leaf. Yeah? So have you all got that? So you squeeze, you form a base, come up, do the centre, stop squeezing, pull off. You can do a baby one. You can do a bigger one. And can you see the pink coming through now? The whole reason I was doing this demo is so I could get the pink to come through. So let me just get rid of that now. And then what we're going to do is on here, I'm going to do everything that I told you not to do. So I'm just going to fill in some leaves. So my leaves have got a bit of pink in. And these are my little standy up ones, just to pull the cake together. Who likes this? Isn't it a lovely colour, this? So simple. I don't actually know how long that's taken me to decorate, actually. Does anybody notice how long it took to decorate? And you just put all your little leaves in there. And there we go. And that's our cake. What do we think? Do we like it? That's something new for everybody to have a go at. So what I've used there is I have used, so if John just comes round again. So I have used the Easy Layer Wilton tins. I've used the round ones. As you can see on this cake, they've actually done it in the rainbow colours, and I've done different shades of pink. So I'm just going to let that set, okay? And then if you want, does anybody want to hang around while I do the oblong cake? Does anybody want to hang around? So John's shaking his head, but I'm sure it's a thumbs up. Does anybody want to watch me do it again on the oblong cake? So John, you're not speaking.
I'm speaking for myself.
So John, do I do it or not do it? Yeah? Are they all asking? Okay, so I'm just going to pop that one there. And then if John wants to come round to the front or wherever, let me just take this off. And we'll do the oblong one. So I'm going to show you again how to do it again. So let's get our board. We're going to do the oblong cake. So John, if you stand up straighter, your back won't hurt as much. So let me just do this. So these are I've made this. These are the oblong ones that I've made with the Easy Layer pan. So I've put these on special for you tonight, £10. They should be $14.99. We sell them at $12.99, and I've put them on for £10 for you. So grab them now while you can. If I do run out, don't worry, we'll get our order in and we'll have them back in by Friday. So do grab them while you can, they're fantastic. So let's do this one. I'm going to do it in a different colour for you. So let's just put the buttercream on. So a little thin coat of buttercream. Are you okay from there, that side, Maria? So I'm just going to put it on there. Let's get the jam out again. Get the jam out again. And we're just going to put strawberry jam on. As I said before, I don't tend to put buttercream in between the cakes because I think there's enough buttercream on the cakes anyhow. So here we go. Very, very easy. Good lad, John, sit down, that's much easier. You do know you can zoom in on if you put your fingers on the screen as well.
It's okay.
Yeah. So John and Maria are breaking their backs, leaning over things here, so let's just do this one. So let me get back to my cupcake thing again. So this cupcake...
A few people have mentioned that they are doing it.
Are they? Fantastic, right. So the cupcake event is for June the 15th, okay? It's a Thursday. Now you do not have to hold your event on that day. You don't even have to do the event at all if you don't want to, but for those who are, it's basically what you're doing is you're making cakes and a cup of tea and you're selling them to all your friends and anybody who will buy one, and you donate your money to Alzheimer's. So for us to join in, and if you want to be part of our community, you don't have to join us, you can do your own thing, but anybody who orders from us and tells us that they're doing the Alzheimer's cupcake event, okay, if you put your message in the delivery notes, so in the delivery notes, just write, I'm doing the cupcake event on June the 15th or whatever date that you're doing, and I would like 2 free bags of icing sugar, John and I will pop in 2 free bags of icing sugar of the flavour of your choice. Now, if you don't put a flavour, we will just put the flavours in for you. But if you want to choose 2 flavours, you can, and they're free and they will go in your order, okay? Without being rude, this is not a giveaway to everybody who just wants to have 2 free bags of icing sugar. I will be expecting you to be doing your event. And if you want to be part of the Sugar and Crumbs, what you can do is you can collect your pennies in, and we have set up a Just Giving page. So it's I'll put the details on the Facebook page later, but basically we're going to be doing a Just Giving page, and it'll be sugarandcrumbs.com. Okay, so it'll be justgiving.com/sugar and crumbs. I think that's what the page is going to be. So when you do your event and you come to collect all your pennies in, you just transfer your funds to that account. Doesn't mean I can run off with your money before anybody starts thinking that. Basically, that's the charity page, and it's been assigned to Alzheimer's. So if anybody wants to be part of that and part of the Sugar and Crumbs team, please let me know. And in your next order, I will pop in 2 free bags of icing sugar, which is worth £7 for everybody who wants to do that. But please don't ask me for 2 bags of icing sugar if you just want a freebie. That's not what it's about. It's for the charity. So I do hope that you'll become part of that. Okay, so don't forget, put your name, put your event on the delivery notes. So let's just go through this again. So I'm going to crumb coat this cake yellow now. So like I say, it's this gorgeous orange zest. So as I told you before, I'm quite a sloppy cake decorator. And the other thing I wanted to say, we have a follower called Wendy Lowther. So I would just like you all to congratulate her. She's getting married this weekend, and she is stopped tonight to watch us. She's caught up with us, but she is busily preparing for her wedding event. I believe she's making all the cakes herself. So I would like to say a big congratulations to Wendy on her forthcoming wedding this weekend. I can't remember whether she's getting married Saturday, Sunday or Monday, but she is getting married up at Gretna Green there. That's where John and I got married. Do you remember those happy days, love? Well, he's not saying anything. It was so memorable, wasn't it, babe? So anyhow, so congratulations to Wendy and her future husband for this weekend. So as you can see, I am just slapping this buttercream on. Very rough. The good thing is when you use Nifty Nozzles, not when you do Nifty Nozzles, when you use Nifty Nozzles, you don't have to be tidy. So for all of you who want those straight corners and everything, like you do when you're having to sugar paste a cake, when you're using buttercream, you don't. So let's just push it all on. So John's moving around there. So I'm just going to show you how quickly it takes to decorate this cake. It's so easy. So and actually baking in the easy layer pans, because of how much cake mixture goes in. For the easy layers, by the way, I use 3 large ice cream scoops. So for the round layered cake, I used a 6-ounce mix. For this chocolate layered one, okay, this oblong loaf tin one, I used an 8-ounce mix. And for the round one, I used 2 ice cream scoops per pan of cake batter. And for this one, I used 3 scoops for each pan. Yeah, so that gives you, so let's just do that. I'm nearly done. John's back's breaking. But I just want to show you again so you've got it twice, because I know we've had internet problems. So there we go, let's just rough it over there. I'm throwing my buttercream around. Did you see that, Maria?
Where?
It's okay. Oh, I thought you caught it fly off. So as you can see, you don't have to be nice and neat. Look how rough this is. And this is why I don't put buttercream in between the layers, because there's just so much buttercream on here. So I'm going to make yellow flowers for this one. So that will do. I think that will do there. Let's scrape that round, scrape that round, scrape that round. Let's get some in there. I should have got a bigger board really. This is a 10-inch board, but I should have got a 12-inch one. I do oblong boards on the website as well. Maybe I should have brought one of those home. But anyhow, we'll manage. So who's going to have a go at making one of these? And I'm going to use a different nozzle as well. I'm going to use 2 nozzles. So, right, so that'll do there. Let's clean up a minute. Where's my kitchen roll? Where's the kitchen roll? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Under my eyes. So let's clean up the board. Sorry, John, are you coping? Yeah. Is anybody asking any questions, John? Does anybody want to be part of our cupcake Alzheimer's event? Has anybody mentioned it?
Yes, I think some people are.
Yeah, good. Well, that's what we want. We'll probably do the same again in September for the Macmillan morning as well. I'm going to hold a cupcake event here, and I'm going to hold it actually on the Thursday, but I'm going to do mine Thursday night and invite all my friends round for a cup of tea and a cake, £2. That will be my event, so whatever money we get from that will go into the fund. And then obviously John and I are donating 2 bags of icing sugar to every person who wants to use them for their event. So it has to be a genuine event, it's not a freebie. So anybody watching, it's not a freebie. Okay, so let's just move that out of the way a minute and let's show you again how to do the Clingfilm method. Yeah? So I'm going to use a different colour, so let's get that out of the way. Give me a minute to clean up, everybody. So the method that I'm showing you tonight, because lots of people have asked for me to do this method, and I don't think even John knew whether I knew how to do it, but anyhow. So this is the Clingfilm method. So I did 2 colours last time, and I'm going to do 3 colours this time, okay? So you get your cling film. I'm going to put it over there, yeah, and then I'm going to use yellow. So I'm going to use yellow as my outer edge. So we're just going to put that down. So you just make it into a square. The thing when you're working with cling film, unfortunately, it always keeps coming back up, so you've just got to be a bit patient. So let's just make that into a nice square.
What's your oven temperature and time for each layer of the cake? Right,
well, the layer pans were so easy to do. So I put them in the oven on 170. I don't know what 170 is on gas. 10 minutes, okay? They cook really quickly. So 10 minutes, 170. And as I say, for the round layer tins, I made a 6-inch mix, a 6-ounce mix, 6-ounce Victoria sponge mix. It's all what you were taught at school. And there's 5 pans in that one. In the and when I put the mix into the what was I going to say? When I put the mix into the tins, just let me do this. Sorry, I don't seem to be able to multitask tonight. So when I put the mix into the tins, I used an ice cream scoop and I used 2 scoops of the ice cream mix. So we're going to do 3 layers here. So we're just going to spread this one over. I'm going to cover all of it, yeah? And then when I did the loaf tin, I used an 8-ounce mix, and there's 4 tins for that one, and I used 3 large ice cream scoops. If you don't want to use an ice cream scoop, just measure it out evenly. You can actually weigh it if you wanted to. So weigh each one, and then you know you've got the same in each one. So what we're going to do is we're going to triple tone this one, yeah? So you can see there we've done the yellow. then we're going to put the white, sorry, in the middle. So let's put the white in the middle. So the white in the middle. Let's get one there. And we're going to use the crocus nozzle now for this one. So I'm going to use 2 nozzles. I'm going to use the one that I used before, and I'm going to use the crocus one for this one. So let's get this out of the way. So if I just roll this up, exactly the same principle. So we're just going to roll it up just like you do a Swiss roll. Okay, so we're going to roll it up just so they meet. Don't overlap, just roll it so that they meet each other. So can you see that meeting there, John? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then if you can, have your cling film coming out that end. Yeah. So we're just going to squeeze it. I might have added just a little. So you see how the join is there? So let's squeeze the join together. Yeah. Because I think I had leakage from the last one. And then we're just going to do that. And then we're going to squeeze it together like a sausage roll, like a big sausage. So let's do that there. Right, then let's get the piping bag. And I think I'm going to use the large piping bag because I got a little bit zealous with this square. So let's use the large piping bag. John and I sell 2 Thalia piping bags, okay, as you can see, small and large. I think those are $3.99 and those are $4.99. They're great bags, they're very strong, and you can see the 2 colours. The white ones are the large and the blue are the small ones. So I'm just going to use the larger one only because I got a little bit giddy with the buttercream there. So let's do this. Let's find my nozzle, find the scissors. Okay, pop your nozzle in the bag. People are always asking all the time. Oh, and how to tell that is a genuine Russian nozzle. So just so that you know, there's loads of copies out there, ladies. Alexandra who's from Russia, is the original designer of the nozzles. Now, his brand is called Tulip. This is not the name of the nozzle. So I have had ladies come and say, look, Carol, they've sent me the wrong ones. They've all got Tulip on. That's like writing Wilton on your nozzle, okay? That is the brand Tulip. And then if you turn it over, we have Nifty nozzles there. So we've got a number. So this crocus one is a 112L large. And that is Nifty nozzles. Like when I tell you about a Wilton nozzle, a 352. Or a Wilton 113. Or a Wilton, I don't know, 10 round. So none of these nozzles have got the flower names. They've only got the number on of what they're representative of. Okay, so we do get people, we actually had somebody write a review to say that the nozzle was fantastic, but, what did it say, John, the review? The nozzle was fantastic, but it just had Tulip Russian on, and it was clearly a oh, that was it, it was clearly a rose that she bought. So, we've cut the bag, so you just cut the bag so it's just in line with the nozzle, okay? Don't cut it halfway up. If you cut it halfway up, it's going to burst. So let's get this in. So we've got our sausage there, and I am just going to cut this off. Our sausage off there. And pop this in the bag. Pop that in the bag. And then we're going to get our cake back. So I'm going to use this one on here. And let's use this one then. So let's hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get all 3 colours. Just going to squeeze it a minute. Yeah. So we're going to get all 3 colours coming out. So this one is the crocus nozzle. And all we're going to do is sit the nozzle on, up, and off, on, up and off, form a base, up and off, up and off, up and off. So squeeze, form a base. So do you want to come around this side, John, so that you can see, and you, Maria, so you'll be able to see better. Yeah, so the ladies can see. So we're going to squeeze, form a base. Now I've got far too much buttercream in here. Keep cleaning your nozzle. Just let me get some tissue. Thank you very much. So keep cleaning your nozzle. So really very simple cake decoration this. Up and off. Keep squeezing, up and off, up and off. That one's too long, don't worry about it. It'll all flow in. The good thing with these nozzles is it all starts to come together when you start putting all your leaves on. So I'm just going to do that. You'll see that I've left some gaps deliberately just so I can use that other nozzle. Right, if ever you do a fat squashy one like that, don't worry, just go back on top of it, pull it off. I'm going to go in here. Okay, let's get this nozzle that I used before. I'm just going to put those in there. So do we like this? People liking it? Yeah, it's so easy to decorate this. Keep a bit of tissue in your hand all the time. I'm going to put that on there. Right, I think I've got as many on as I can get on there. So let's get that leaf nozzle again going. So the nozzles that we've used on there is the Night Jasmine, which is the pink and white, and then we've used the crocus. And you can see the three colours come through, which is the yellow, which is the sunflower, the pink and the white in the centre. So let's put it all together with the leaf nozzle. So let me get my bag. I'm going to have to keep refilling again. So, and all we're going to do is use this nozzle. Now you can use either the 113 or the 114, it doesn't really matter. So if we just go there, we're going to pull it up so John can see. Yeah, it doesn't matter, just keep pulling it up so that you go past the cake. Yeah, on the corner. So I'm just going to do this end as well. And all you're doing is you're just ruffling it out. See how easy it is? You just run up. And that one's popped over, just flicking back. So I'm just going to fill my bag again. Give me a minute. Let me get the green buttercream. So my buttercream is lovely and soft. So let me just fill my bag up again, girls. So who's going to ever go at making one of these? I tell you, you'll put one of these out, all pulled together, and everybody will think you're fantastic and how amazing have you done it. It's amazing, you know, all my friends know that I'm involved in these nozzles, and they still think for some reason that I am individually hand piping flowers with individual petals. No matter how much I've told them it's just my nozzle. But this is such an easy cake, such an easy cake that you can do in a rush, and you don't have to be neat. So we're just going to go up here. Let's flick that up. Do you want to pop that in? Just pop it in at the top there. Is it the USB? You just pop it in at the top there, Maria. Come around the other side, yeah? Okay. So there we go. Looking at just so easy. Just run it. I'm not even ruffling this. So this nozzle, it just ruffles itself. If you pull it up faster, you will get it straight, but just keep squeezing and it just ruffles up, look. And like I say, this is the 113 and 114, and I will put them live on the website later on tonight. I've been meaning to do it all day, but you know what I'm like, I'm busy, 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 and completely forgot until we went live. So that's one side. And then we are actually going to come to an end with this demo, and I'll just quickly run through things. I've got some prize draws to talk about because I did some prizes for last week. So all of those who liked and shared, I've got 2 prize winners for those from the first session, and then I do a catch-up. So anybody who's ever wants to come and see me on the catch-up, I do a little catch-up, which is just where I actually talk to you myself. That's where John's gone off to bed and I'm left alone in the kitchen talking to you guys, and I try and answer as many questions as I can. And those of you actually thinking about it, let me fill up my buttercream. Those of you who do want to know how to use the Mrs. Whippy, I could actually do that in that session. So let me finish this cake and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So I'll just put some more buttercream in. I'm nearly at the end. It does come together really easy, this. Let's just get this buttercream down here. So let's just go on there. Oops, I can squirt that over myself. And there you go, that's that one finished. Let's get that out of the way. Right, let me just wash my hands, guys, because I've got buttercream all over my hands. If you just have a little flip over that. And then I'm going to use my favourite 352 leaf nozzle, which I use for everything. And that's on our website. So all the nozzles that I've told you about are on our website. And let's clean this one up. Let's look how easy this is. So we're just going to put a couple of leaves, fill in. So I'm going to do leaves how I tell you not to do them, which is pointy. So I'm sure some of you are going, Carol, this is what you tell us not to do. And then today I'm telling you to do it, but you know what, sometimes you need them. I'm just going to put them in there. As you can see, the pink colours coming through, isn't that lovely? It just sort of brings it all together. So this like basket of flowers is pulling together. So it's quite important that you have these leaf nozzles. I do see ladies do the cakes and sometimes they don't use the leaf nozzle, and I do just pop them a little message and say, your cake looks great, but add a few leaves to it and it'll really make it more effective. So, and then I'm just going to finish off my basket. I'm going to call it there. I'm going to stick that one there, stick that one there, and that one there. I'm going to use that one there, and there. Let's clean this up. Let's get the leaf nozzle out again. This is the 352, and let's just put some nice big leaves just to finish it off. And voila, we're done. Okay, I'll do the other side, but I'm just running out of buttercream, so I'll have to do the other side afterwards. So what do we think of that then, girls? Do we like it? Yeah? So let's just spin that around. How easy was that? So really very, very quick. Just pop it up. I'll pop some more flowers on there. And then I'm going to give this one away actually, because the lady in my office asked me could she have one of them. Can I just move this away, John? So I'm just going to cut this other cake that I made before, this rainbow cake. And can you grab me the big knife at the back? Yeah, super. So let's cut this one just so that you can see how the colours came out. So we're just going to cut into this, down, and we're going to go round like that. And then you've got your layers, colours there. Can you see that? Yeah? So you've got your layers there, all right? Not the neatest one at making a cake, but quick and simple. Let's just put this on the side. There we go. Yeah. And as I say, I use the pinks. There we go. So, does everybody like that then? What do we think? Can I see those love hearts come in? Yeah, they're starting to come. Good. Well, I hope you're all going to give that a go. So, I'm just going to go through everything again quickly. So, Maria, can you pass me your phone with the notes on, please? Right, okay. So, let me just tell you where we're up to. Right, okay then, so this is what we've got here tonight. So we've made this one here, this basket. So John's just going to sit down. So we made this basket decorated in 15 minutes, I think it took to decorate. We've used the Clingfilm method of two-toning your buttercream and triple-toning your buttercream. Laura has made the marshmallows with the raspberry ripple flavouring. And as I say, there's 3 cakes here. So I really do hope that you give these a go, and I'm looking forward to you making them this week and posting them on our page. And as you know, I will happily share them. I do know I do miss 1 or 2. It's not intentional. I just there's so many that's posted. I just can't always keep up with them. So let me just tell you what's going on then. Next, anybody who's from the Scotland area, Scotland's a massive place, but John and I are travelling up to Scotland on Friday, and we are going to a store called Rejects, and that's in a place called Fife, and I can't say the town properly. I think, is it called
Kirkcaldy.
Kirkcaldy, they are. So Kirkcaldy, I am actually demoing there. It's a free demo, so if any of you are up in Fife in Scotland and near Kirkcaldy, pop into the Reject store, and I am demoing there from 2 p.m. in the afternoon till 5 or 6 p.m. I'm doing cupcakes. I'm going to make these. So pop along, say hi, and Reject sell the icing sugars and the nozzles, so you can buy everything there off them. And as I say, I'm demoing all afternoon. So please come and support us there at Rejects. I do know one of our followers, Lindsay McIver, is going to be there, and she's invited all her friends. And then the cupcake for Alzheimer's. As I say, that's an event on the 15th of June. If you want to participate in that, obviously you want to do your own event and send your own money back via Just Giving. That's entirely up to you. But for those of you who want to join the Sugar and Crumbs event, on your next order, just say that you're doing the cupcake event for Alzheimer's on the 15th of June. Let us know which 2 free bags of icing sugar you would like, and then what we'll do is after the event you can pop your money into our Just Giving page, which will be justgiving.com Sugar and Crumbs. We'll collect all the donations and we'll post them off to the Alzheimer's Society with a big thank you from everybody at Sugar and Crumbs. And on the following Monday, we'll give a shout out to everybody who got involved in that. Now, on that following Monday, I do believe is, I think it's the 20th of June. I think it is that day, and we've got Karen Davies from with her silicone moulds coming to join us that night. She's actually going to pop along, bring a new variety of moulds with her, and she's actually going to show you how to use them. And I think that's all I've got to tell you, apart from who our prize winners are. So I've done 4 prizes. Let me just tell you who they are. So from the first session, the winners are, and I hope they're with us tonight, and the winners are Amanda Long and Kat Riley. So Amanda Long and Kat Riley, you're from the first session, and I believe that you have won a Wilton basket weave nozzle, a Wilton 352 tip, a Wilton 1M, a bag of key lime, and a bag of pina colada. So if you message me with your name and address, we'll get those in the post to you tomorrow. Now, anybody who comes and watches me on Catch Up, okay, I did another giveaway there. So I picked 2 winners for that one. And the winners for those is Margaret Barker and Jackie Beasley. Okay, so Margaret and Jackie, all you're going to do is message me your name and address, and I will put those in the post to you tomorrow. So congratulations, 4 winners of our prizes there. And I just want to say a big thank you for joining us tonight. I know we've had internet problems. If you've lost us, don't worry, you will be able to catch up on our page, and we will load it to our website as well tomorrow. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, John, for being ever so patient. He's got a broken back again. He's now sat down. And Maria has been running around in the background, who's starting to make little videos for us. So that's a goodbye from me. And I will see you in half an hour for anybody who wants to come and join me and catch up then. So congratulations for the winners for last week. Bye bye.